Starvation is an unimaginable reality for millions worldwide. Despite global progress, certain regions are facing catastrophic food crises. In 2024, 5 countries are at the highest risk of death by hunger. These nations are grappling with extreme food insecurity due to conflicts, economic instability, and environmental challenges. Join us as we dive into the dire situation in these countries, uncover the factors driving their hunger crisis, and explore the efforts underway to provide critical assistance. Here's what you need to know about the world's most vulnerable regions. Starts with number 5. Haiti. A small island nation in the Caribbean faces one of the most severe hunger crises in the world today. The country's plight is a result of a combination of natural disasters, political instability, and economic struggles. Haiti is frequently hit by devastating natural disasters, including earthquakes and hurricanes. These events have repeatedly destroyed homes, roads, and crops, making it extremely difficult for people to access the food they need. When a hurricane sweeps through or an earthquake strikes, the impact is devastating and long-lasting. Adding to this, Haiti has been plagued by political instability and conflict for years. Frequent changes in government and ongoing unrest make it hard for the country to establish a stable system that can effectively support its people. This instability affects everything from food distribution to economic policies, leaving many without the help they desperately need. Economically, Haiti struggles significantly. The country has a very weak economy with high unemployment rates. Many people cannot find jobs or earn enough money to buy food. This economic hardship deepens the hunger crisis as families struggle to afford even basic necessities. Food shortages are a frequent and serious issue. With the combined effects of natural disasters and economic problems, there isn't enough food to go around. The scarcity of food means that many people are facing severe hunger with little hope of improvement in the immediate future. Despite these challenges, international organizations are working hard to provide aid. They send food, medical supplies, and other essential resources to help those in need. However, the ongoing issues make it difficult to ensure that aid reaches everyone who requires it. Haiti's situation highlights the complex nature of fighting hunger. The country's people are in urgent need of continued support and relief to help them overcome these persistent and severe challenges. Number 4. Afghanistan. A country in South Asia is facing a severe hunger crisis that has worsened in recent years. The situation in Afghanistan is deeply affected by a combination of conflict, economic instability, and political turmoil. The country has been engulfed in ongoing conflict for decades. Wars and internal strife have devastated communities, destroyed infrastructure, and disrupted agriculture. The continuous fighting makes it extremely difficult for farmers to grow crops or for aid organizations to deliver assistance. As a result, many people struggle to find enough food to eat. Adding to the crisis is the political instability that has intensified since the Taliban's takeover in 2021. The shift in power has led to significant changes in governance and administration, creating uncertainty and further complicating efforts to address the hunger crisis. The new political environment has disrupted food distribution systems and exacerbated economic challenges. Afghanistan's economy is in shambles. With high unemployment rates and a lack of economic opportunities, many families cannot afford to buy food. The economic collapse has left people without the means to support themselves, leading to a widespread hunger. Severe food shortages are a daily reality for many Afghans. The combination of conflict, political instability, and economic difficulties means that food is often scarce. Families face tough choices between buying food and meeting other basic needs, resulting in severe malnutrition for many. International aid organizations are working tirelessly to provide emergency food and support. However, the ongoing conflict and economic instability make it challenging to reach those in need and deliver aid effectively. Afghanistan's hunger crisis is a stark reminder of the impact of prolonged conflict and political instability on a country's ability to provide for its people. The situation remains dire, and continued international support is crucial to helping Afghans through this challenging time. Number 3. Somalia. Located in the Horn of Africa, is facing one of the most severe hunger crises in the world. The country's struggle with hunger is the result of a combination of conflict, climate challenges, and economic hardships. Somalia has been plagued by ongoing conflict and instability for decades. Civil war, political unrest, and violence have disrupted daily life and made it extremely difficult for people to access basic necessities, including food. The conflict has led to widespread displacement, with many people fleeing their homes and losing their livelihoods. In addition to conflict, Somalia faces severe climate challenges. The country is frequently hit by droughts and floods, which have devastating effects on agriculture. Crops fail and livestock die, leading to significant food shortage. These climate-related disasters compound the difficulties faced by those already struggling with hunger. Somalia's economy is also in a fragile state. Many people live in poverty and lack access to stable employment opportunities. With high unemployment rates and limited economic resources, families find it hard to afford food and other essentials. The economic struggles make it even harder for communities to recover from the impacts of conflict and climate challenges. Food shortages are a constant issue in Somalia. With disrupted agriculture and economic difficulties, there is often not enough food available for everyone. This leads to severe hunger, with many people experiencing malnutrition and other health issues. International aid organizations are working hard to provide relief to those in need. They deliver food, medical supplies, and other essential resources to help alleviate the crisis. However, the ongoing conflict and climate challenges make it difficult to ensure that aid reaches everyone who requires it. Somalia's hunger crisis highlights the complex interplay of conflict, climate, and economic issues in creating a severe food insecurity situation. The country's people are in urgent need of continued support to address these pressing challenges. Number 2. South Sudan. South Sudan, a young nation in East Central Africa, is grappling with a severe hunger crisis that has reached alarming levels. The country's situation is influenced by ongoing conflict, economic difficulties, and challenges in food production. South Sudan has been embroiled in conflict since gaining independence in 2011. The civil war and internal fighting have devastated communities, causing widespread displacement and destruction. Many people have lost their homes and livelihoods, making it extremely difficult to grow crops or access food. The conflict has also led to economic instability. The country's economy is struggling with high inflation and limited job opportunities. Many families cannot afford basic necessities, including food, due to the economic collapse. This financial strain exacerbates the hunger crisis, leaving many people in desperate need. Food production in South Sudan has been severely impacted by the ongoing conflict and economic issues. Farming is challenging in areas affected by violence, and food shortages are common. The disruption in food production and distribution means that many communities face severe hunger and malnutrition. South Sudan's hunger crisis is compounded by frequent food shortages. With limited access to food and resources, many people are struggling to get enough to eat. The situation is dire, with many families facing starvation and other health issues due to a lack of adequate nutrition. International aid organizations are working tirelessly to provide food and support to those in need. They deliver emergency aid and work to improve food security in the country. However, the ongoing conflict and economic challenges make it difficult to ensure that aid reaches everyone who needs it. South Sudan's situation is a stark example of how conflict and economic difficulties can create a severe hunger crisis. The country's people are in urgent need of continued assistance to overcome these challenges and secure their basic needs. Before we dive into the most critical situation, let's take a closer look at the country facing the worst hunger crisis of all. This nation's plight is a dramatic example of how conflict, economic instability, and disaster can converge to create a severe humanitarian emergency. Number 1. Yemen, located in the Arabian Peninsula, is experiencing one of the most severe hunger crises in the world. The country's dire situation is primarily the result of ongoing conflict, economic collapse, and widespread humanitarian issue. Yemen has been embroiled in a brutal civil war since 2014. The conflict has devastated the country, destroying infrastructure, homes, and essential services. The fighting has led to massive displacement, with millions of people forced to flee their homes, further complicating their ability to access food and other necessities. Economic instability is another major factor contributing to Yemen's hunger crisis. The war has crippled Yemen's economy, causing widespread poverty and unemployment. Many families are unable to earn a living or afford basic supplies, including food. The economic collapse has exacerbated the hunger crisis, leaving many people struggling to survive. In addition to conflict and economic issues, Yemen faces severe humanitarian challenges. The blockade and restrictions on the delivery of aid have made it difficult for international organizations to provide the necessary support. This has led to widespread shortages of food and medical supplies, worsening the situation for those already in need. Food insecurity is a daily reality for millions of Yemenis. The combination of conflict, economic collapse, and restricted access to aid has led to extreme hunger and malnutrition. Many people are facing starvation with little hope of immediate relief. International organizations are working urgently to provide assistance, delivering food, medicine, and other essential resources. However, the ongoing conflict and logistical challenges make it difficult to reach everyone in need. Yemen's situation is a stark reminder of the devastating impact of prolonged conflict and economic instability on a nation's ability to provide for the country's hunger crisis is one of the most severe in the world, and continued support is crucial to helping Yemenis through this challenging time. As we've seen, the hunger crises in these countries highlight the urgent need for global attention and support. From ongoing conflicts to economic challenges and environmental disasters, each nation faces its own set of severe obstacles. Understanding their struggles is the first step towards making a difference. Together, we can support humanitarian efforts, advocate for change, and work towards a world where hunger is no longer a daily threat. Thank you for watching. And remember that awareness is the key to action. If you want to help, consider supporting organizations that provide aid to these critical regions. Stay informed, stay compassionate, and let's work towards a better future for all.